This super caliber came in from the wild, and it has a Gxp crank in it, and we want to put this 30 millimeter in power crank in there. Now, a Gxp or a Shimano bottom bracket cannot be converted to 30 millimeter or dub, because this has right now in it a BBInfinite module for Gxp. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bike that just came in, and I got to remove this module, put in a new one that will work with this. So let's do that right now. So I've removed the crank, and now I've installed our MTS1, which is also a bearing press. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this wrench and I'm tightening the dies against the module so that this thing is in there really solid like that. All right, so now I'm going to be in the way for a second. All right, so right now I'm going to just tee up on this thing and I'm going to give it a good whack. All right, so I want to brace the frame. Sometimes you're going to have somebody come in and brace the frame over here. I'm just going to go ahead and see about doing this one on my own. Okay, you can see it's already started to move a little bit. All right, very little. So these are really in there. You see it starting to move? Now I am really having to give this the beans, right, to really hit it, to knock it out of here. I got it this far right here. I was really wailing on it, okay? I'm trying to spare you guys from hearing all that beating, but I want you to see that you really do have to hit it hard, okay? Now, this isn't going to break anything unless you slip and smash your hand. That will break your hand. Or if you slip and hit the frame, you will break the frame. But I mean, just by hitting it like this frame is dissipating so much of that energy. So one of the things about carbon fiber is that it dissipates a lot of the energy that I'm putting into it right now. All right, as I'm going, occasionally I will come in here and I will tighten up the dies on the module so this thing's not moving around in here, okay? Because we want to make sure that we're coming out straight, which we are. And when it gets down to the wire here where it's just about to pop out, this thing could launch across the, anybody who's ever removed any bottom bracket before knows you can send pieces flying. So always be cognizant of everything that's downrange at this point, because you don't want it flying all the way out. So I had to wall up the crud out of this thing to get it out of this bike. Of course, the bike is not hurt at all. Everything is fine. 100%. There, no problems. These structures are incredibly strong, and once again, because the carbon fiber dissipates so much of the energy of every hammer blow, you really have to put a lot into it, a lot of arm. And also, I can tell by just as I'm removing this that this is going to have to be reamed out because this bottom bracket shell was excessively tight when this was installed. So all of those factors combined mean you have to really wall up these things to get them out. But once again, it's just required, and eventually it'll come out.